Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let me know if the music is too loud, too quiet. I'm gonna mentally prepare you guys because I might be wearing the coolest glasses that were ever made. Are you ready? They're pretty cool. The coolest. I know. Thank you. They belong to my child. I found them in an old party bag from a birthday. And I put them on. And I was like, damn. So I asked Clarky if I could wear them while I did my stream today. And she said, I guess. So, fantastic. Considering that she didn't even remember these existed, and they've been sitting in a bag for who knows how many months, she had very big opinions about whether or not I wore them. But that's okay. Sunglasses with 6,000 layers, a very British fit. Indeed. This is going to be like maybe the shortest Sunday afternoon DOOGER ever, because my child has a birthday to go to. And I was trying to decide, because it's a drop-off birthday, which is very new for us. I guess we've hit the age range now where people do drop-off birthdays. It's a drop-off birthday, and I was like, I could drop her off and then come do the stream. But I thought it would wind up being timed out about the same with driving time. So, so I was like, fuck it. I'll just do it before we have to leave for the party. You drop them off and run. Well, my child pushed back on this pretty hard because she's a Velcro kid, which I'm very okay with. I'm very okay with it. I think, you know, I can proceed with a Velcro kid in a healthy way, right? It's fine. But yeah, she was like, what if I really want you to stay? And so I said, how about I will message the mom and I'll say, because that's who I've been my point of contact. I was like, I'll message the mom and say, because the place that they're going to is small. That's right. That's why it's a drop-off birthday. Normally it's like you can if you want. But they were saying like this kind of has to be because the location is really tiny. And if there's a bunch of adults just like standing there for no reason, it'll just take up room, right? Which I totally get. So I was like, how about I'll text the mom and see if it's okay if I bring you in and wait until like you've found your friends and you're feeling comfy, and then we'll hug and I'll say bye. And she was like, okay. So we've come to an agreement. And the mom was like, if it's really bad, you can stay. We're just trying to have as many parents leave as possible, just so there aren't grown-up bodies taking up all the room, right? Which is so fair. So yeah, that's the midpoint we've agreed to. So I'll bring her in. I've assured her that the adults at the party have my phone number in case something goes wrong. I wouldn't say that my kid is an anxious kid. Just, you know, there are things that you can say that are reassuring, right? And one of them, I think, is literally if they need me, there are multiple people here who know how to get me if needed, right? See, people love to say that. That's normal. Well, guess what, bitch? When she's a teenager, she's not going to want anything to do with you. That's human instinct. That is a normal fucking thing to have happen. And if I'm very lucky, we'll have the sort of relationship where she can start to branch out and have her own life, and she'll still want to do stuff with me occasionally, and that's great. And if she doesn't, if she's like, Mom, I'm my own person and I want you to leave me alone, I'll be here when she doesn't want me to leave her alone anymore. I'll be around. I'll be there, right? It's fine. It's fine. It is step one of the becoming a grown-up process, is your brain going, I need to detach. It's a normal thing. So true. But like, I need to take a picture of myself now so that when she's like, God, my mom's so dumb, I could show her a picture and be like, I was the fucking coolest person ever when you were 6. Behold the evidence. So did you know that sometimes people enjoy showing up to listen to me just talk? So I don't know, dude. The hoodie beanie combo is rad. Do people still say rad? Don't worry about it. We're just leaning into whatever feels natural. It's okay. Are you gonna have those glasses from Mushy? No. But I think Summer has these glasses for the Some Salt model. Also, my model's done. I have to like use it a bunch to see if there's anything that that needs to be fixed or changed, and solidify everything that I want to do for like, you know, soft debut stuff. But I'm really excited, and I think it's gonna time out where we could debut on the anniversary of when I started using the other model, which would be really fun. My like 1-year VTuber anniversary, I guess. I know. Very excited. The timing. Mwah. Perfectamente. Yeah, it was in April. I'd have to look to see when my first like official day as the mushroom was, but yeah. Like the 23rd. Okay. So near the end of April. That gives me a lot of time to get everything sorted. It's one of those things though where like that time's also going to fly by, isn't it? Yeah, it was not April 1st because I was Maya the Bee that day. And the year before that, I was Wilk the Milk Box. What on earth could it be this year? Who knows? Yeah, and plenty of time for stuff to get done. And yet, by the time April comes around, I'll be like, why is nothing done? That's what's going to happen. I'm so glad. I've gotten a lot of feedback about the whole VTubing thing. And it's been really interesting, the progression, because, you know, it started off as I'm just delighted that you're still streaming, right? Because I think when I first started talking about it, there was this fear that I was trying to sort of detach from content altogether. So it was kind of like, if this is the way that you still feel comfortable streaming, then great. whatever. I'm not into VTubers, but sure, fine, right? And so many people have said I was kind of nervous or like not really into the idea of you being a VTuber, but I still liked you, so I still showed up, and I got used to it very, very fast. Which I like to think means that I wound up with a design that sort of felt like it still had my same aura. Like it felt like it still worked with my personality and everything, right? Yeah. So I'm really excited to mess around with the big model more and make sure everything's good. So Roxa was like, please tell me if anything needs to be fixed, because I've worked on it for so long that there's undoubtedly stuff that I don't see anymore or I don't notice anymore, you know, which makes sense. I think that happens with any artist, is like you stop seeing it clearly, right? Because you've been working on it for so long. I know. Why do I bother getting dressed this cool when I'm a VTuber most of the time? Yes. Very excited. Is that your brother on your mug? It is. Jared Lawson. Oh my gosh. He's so cool too. Hi, Jenna. Moving to VTubing is scary. I guess it helps your avatar was still super on brand and you didn't exactly change your content. Like suddenly show up wanting to be a karaoke idol. Yeah, that's true. The actual content was exactly the same. It's just the... I was talking about this with Kelly Siren, because we were talking about how a lot of brands are really nervous to work with VTubers, which is true. They think they're weird, which they are. I'm allowed to say that now. And we were talking about like how funny it is because like, what really is the difference between somebody deciding to not use cam and wanting a model, right? Like, because the argument a lot of the times is like they're representing themselves as like a, you know, a character, but like there's a weird disconnect there. But it's like they could just get rid of the character and you still wouldn't know who that person is. Like, what do you mean? You still wouldn't know who they are. They would just be a camless streamer, which a lot of people do. So I think despite the fact that VTubing has gotten so big and it's not just the like super ooh lewd VTubers anymore. Like there's so many people doing so many different types of VTubing, but they're still getting sort of packaged with the same like brand, I guess. Voice tubing. Yeah. What is streaming? Also true. That is another good thing to point out. Yeah, is that I've been around for long enough that I have the benefit of already being deeply established. I didn't have to show up and be like, hey guys, I'm Mushy the Mushroom, and have everyone be like, all right. How do I keep forgetting that that command is !flesh? I really got to go through our commands. Thank you, Summer. They belong to my child. She let me wear them while I'm streaming today. What a queen. Yeah. Yeah. Look, the fungus was very smart. It attached to someone who's already very established. Clark has not seen Big Mushy. Clark has seen the art for Big Mushy, not moving Big Mushy. I was just telling chat that the model's done and that I need to play around with it. I'm very excited. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try to aim for a debut on or around the anniversary of when I started using Small Mushy. Since it worked out that way. Mm-hmm. You say that as like a goof, but that was actually what I was going to do with Moral in Neon Divide. Is so my original mushroom character was for a VR LARP thing. Oh my gosh, we're almost at time. Jeez. I don't do well with short streams, dude. I'm too yappy. And then I yap for long enough that I'm like, fuck, and now I have to go. Goodbye. Anyways, so Moral yap maxing. Moral was made for a VR LARP. And what I was going to do is each season get a new model made, which sounds so excessive, but get a new model made or adjust the model that I have so that it's just slightly bigger and slightly older. Because the lore was going to be that something happened in the last season that was going to like jumpstart their aging process, but like rapidly. So every season, which I think each season was like 2 months apart or 3 months apart, like in game time. So Moral was going to basically like age really, really fast and just keep getting bigger. Because there are some characters in Neon Divide that are gigantic. So I was like, I'm allowed to do this. I'm allowed to get massive if I want to. What happened to Neon Divide? They decided, because the system that they had created like a huge disparity of power. So like, I don't think they expected it to stick around as long as it did. So instead of it being like just an RP thing, they have like a mechanic system inside of it, right? And it created a situation where like new players can't really do shit, and like they can, but older players are like so much more powerful than newer players, right? And they kept like mixing up how stuff worked in the game. And I think they decided once that last season was done, they were like, we just need to overhaul the whole thing. And so they've been doing that. We still get updates like pretty often, despite it being like 2 years now, more than 2 years since the end of the last season. They're still working on it. They're still overhauling it. So who knows? Neon Divide might come back eventually. I don't know. Yes, that's also true. I also, at the end of last season, planted spores all over the place. Like a menace. Because we had lost a bunch of mushroom characters, and it was unclear if I was going to be the only mushroom character left. And so I was like, I think it's time for Moral to have a bunch of children. So I was like, look, if people join the game that want to be mushrooms, they can be one of these if they want. Or you can create, because the Neon Divide cast or like dev team, they love having weird little creatures show up as like story plots. So I was like, or there can just be a bunch of creatures. I'm also fine with that. If you just want to turn the spores into creatures, go for it. Or if you want nothing to have happened with them, that's also fine. Surprise me. So those of you who were around years ago, this is the same game that Callous Row was. So it was Callous Row, and then it got renamed when it changed hands to Neon Divide. But again, it's been down for 2 years. But a lot's been going on in the background. So I'm like I'm still in the cast server. I still read the updates. A bunch of people are still in there, just like, one day. Yeah. A bunch of weird little mushrooms running around going, Papa. Yeah, fun fact, when I was coming up with the Vtuber model, I talked at length with Sam about whether or not I wanted to have 4 arms, because Moral has 4 arms and it's a pain in the ass. And I was like, I love the look of the 4-arm thing. I think it'll drive me crazy trying to do that as a VTuber. And he was like, people do it. You can do it. We have friends who have 4-armed characters. And I was like, I know, but I think I just want to. I think I've done the 4-arm thing, and I think I just want to. Yeah, the way we got around it the first time was the bottom arms mimicked the top arms. So if whatever I was doing with this hand would be doing the same thing. And so then with the new model, which I never got to use, with the new model, the bottom arms have set toggles. So I can be doing stuff with these hands and have the bottom hands toggled to be holding something, or like hands in pocket, or like there were toggles for the bottom arms to be doing something else to give like the illusion that they're all like operated differently, you know? So that was our workaround, but I haven't gotten to use it. I haven't gotten to use that model because it didn't come back. It was crazy. One day. Thanks for the hype train, gang. Oh, choo choo with a little man. There you go. That makes me laugh that it fills that in for you. Like, don't you want to share this emote and say choo choo? I do. I do, actually. Can you try that model for Vtubing too for fun? I did. I used it. And since it's I'm trying to think of how to put this. Since it's built for VR chat, it is a 3D model, but it's not built for Vtubing. So it was a little intensive, I think. But it was fun. Okay, like I said, this had to be a super short one. I'm sorry. We have a fun kid birthday that I gotta drop my baboo at. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. Sunday stream any %. Yeah, we gotta get going, dude. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. There's no Sunforge tonight. This is everybody's week off. But I will be back tomorrow with our normal stream. This coming up Friday is when I am going on vacation for a couple of days with my kiddo. So I won't be around. But I'll be here doing all of our normal stuff all the way through Thursday. So yeah. Let's read off our activity feed, and then I will run away. And then I will flee into the night. Torvon, thank you for the 23 months. Friend Zuwu, thank you for the 1 year. Not welcome. Happy anniversary. Jeez, I could not find that phrase anywhere up there. Happy anniversary. Happy 1 year. Thank you so much for the support. Junior is Junior for the 51. Conical Coffee for the 54. Crickbell for the 65. Plasma Phoenix for the 83. Zephyrus 1 for the 103. Asher Lee for the 101. Fenris Z for the 75. Jetpack Paul for the 52. Exaven for the 99. Not Loki for the 5 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much for the support. Light Genie for the gifted sub. And Mika Muka for the 110. Thank you guys so much. Cool jacket. Thank you. It's my husband's. I want one like this that is actually my size. I'm having trouble though. So I just steal Sam's while he's sleeping. Is the whole getup just stolen clothes? Let's see. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This was in the giveaway pile, so I took it. This I wear as long as my husband's asleep. These I asked permission for, but they belong to my child. So it's like half and half. Alrighty, let's see. Boop. Let's say hello to King Bendrick. Bingo bango. Go say hi. Spread love and joy. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Thanks so much, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.